Okay, everybody, so today we're doing something different. I'm going to be actually making candles. I'm going to be making candles. I'm making emergency lighting, which will be a great thing because batteries are going to run out and other stuff like that will run out. So I think, making some candles. I got a whole candle kit, which is pretty cool. It comes with the top pieces that you need. It comes with the stickers that you need to hold the wicks in place, and it comes with a great big thing of candle wicks. So I've got plenty. I'm going to make about, I don't know, 4 to 6 of them today, and it's pretty easy instructions. You take this wax or any other wax that you can get. You can use crayons if you had to, and then you want to boil them up like kind of like a double cooker. And what I'm going to use is just a pot with hot water, and then this will set inside of it with the wax in it, and then that's how we'll make the candles. So I'll show you the process. We're also going to add some essential oils to these candles just so they smell nice. Maybe some lavender or tea tree oil, something like that. So, and I'm using just little tiny mason jars. These are ball mason jars, so we can keep the lid on them until we need them. But remember, when you're using candles, also to make sure that you put some safety protocols in place. Like, don't leave your candles burning without you present in case of a child or an animal or an accident tip over. So that's like really important. Always think safety, no matter, especially with candles. But let's get to it. So now I'm just cutting the wax down. I'm going to cut it down into smaller chunks. I got my pots ready. I got my pots ready. And what kind of essential oil did you pick out? So we're going to have some lavender candles. I don't know if it's really necessary because you're going to melt this down, but Dragonfly suggested it, so I'm going to put it in there in smaller chunks like that. And hopefully that'll be enough to melt it down pretty quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add lavender here. T-Bone, knock it off. I'm going to add lavender into the pot. And I'm going to add a few drops of lavender into each one of the candles, like so. And then we'll see if I need to add more. So it's a pretty simple process, so let's get at it. Next, you're just going to take a pot, fill it up with some water, and then drop the other one in. Once it's boiling, I would say definitely wait till it's boiling. Definitely wait till it's boiling, folks. We're just going to do it like that, and I'm going to let it boil, get to a boil with that in there. Definitely want a hot pad holder or a towel or something to grab that out of there with, but here we go. Then you're going to take your wick, and you're going to take this sticker, this double-sided sticker, and you're going to stick it on there like so, just to get it going, and prep your jars. And you're going to just take your wick, and you're going to go ahead and stick it down into the bottom of your jar to prep it, just like so. That way your wick will hold in place. And you do this while your candle wax is getting ready. So there we go. And you can have a long wick, you could have a short wick, you could cut it off, you could do whatever you got to do. There's also a wick holder that's included for the jars once you get them in place and get them going. That's so that the wax doesn't like knock it out of the spot. So, and you want to make sure that you push those down just so that you have a good stand for your wick. And of course, you could always make your own and cut that off and use it double in a dire situation as well. You want to use your little holders like I've just done right here, and there's a little spot in them. So you're going to pull that into it just to kind of hold it in place. and here too. They only give you 2, but you want to feel that snap. You'll feel it right there as it gets in that little crevice. Oops, pulled that one up. Just like that. That'll hold that wick up while you're actually pouring your wax. So that's an important step to have, even though it looks like these would be just fine. You probably could do it that way, but you're gonna have to sit here and hold it up so that you don't lose your wick. So make sure you get it going at a rapid boil, and as you can see, folks, the wax is melting. Once this is done and you see that most of your wax is melted, I would suggest you wait about 3 to 5 minutes so that the handle's not super hot, because it's still going to be liquefied, and then you just pour it in. We'll see it in just a minute. Get it going. All right, everybody, so the wax is ready, and I'll tell you what, it smells really good. It smells really good. I want to leave it set a couple minutes because it is super hot, and then it's that simple. The wax melted really quick. I have to admit, which I hate to, but Dragonflies was right. If you do it in smaller chunks, you're gonna be able to do it quicker. And not only that, it's gonna melt quicker. Wow. See, if you had to, you could do it over a campfire or something. So that's cool too. All right. The handle's cooled down. And then we're just going to go ahead and pour this. And I'm going to fill these pretty full, because I'm going to fill them pretty full. And then I can always make more, but okay, so that chunk only gave me 2 candles really, and one of them's a little short. But this is my first time using a kit. Y'all see me do it out of an aluminum can. And then I'm going to go ahead while it's cooling, which takes about 5 hours. I'm going to drop just about 4 drops of essential oil in there. And this is lavender. This is going to smell nice. I wish we had a vanilla. I guess you could just use vanilla. So that's it. So
other scents. We have orange.
I'll come back later and show you how they turned out. You could also add food coloring if you want to make it a different color. And then once it sets up 3 to 5 hours, then you can come in and cut the wick back, however you want to do it. On this one, I'm probably going to go ahead and add more wax to it, just so that it's completely full. But you can see that they're already setting up pretty quickly. And the main thing is to go ahead and use that little gauge to hold the wick in like a pretty middle position. That's like really important. I mean, unless you really don't care, but I want them to look good. And you can see down here at the bottom, it's already getting solid. So pretty cool, and a pretty easy way to do it. So all you really need is your household paraffin wax. You could also use crayons, and I got this off of Amazon, and I got the kit. This is from Blended Waxes Incorporated, and let me see where they're out of. They are out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Oshkosh, Wisconsin. So that's cool. You also can buy the candle kit for pretty cheap. I think this was like 10 or 15 bucks, and that's a lot of candles, y'all. That's a lot of candles you can make, and you could double them up. You could cut them. You could actually stick the other part of the wick down inside here without the metal piece. You would just have to have some double-sided stickers, and you could still get by without the metal. You could do it just with the sticker if you're creative and smart. You could poke a hole right through the middle of this, pull your wick down through, and do it that way. So I hope you like this little tutorial on how to make your own candles. Everybody get on point, stay on point, and whatever you do. Okay, so on these last couple, I decided to add blue and red food coloring, and the flavoring, or the scent, is caramel vanilla. Caramel vanilla. Let's see how it turns out. I don't know if I might have to add food coloring as I'm doing it. I don't know. Yeah, the food coloring is just setting at the bottom. There it goes. That one worked. That one did work. This one did not work. So I'm not sure how you would add the food coloring to get the colors, but I'm sure giving it a try. I would really like to see the candles colored. Oh, maybe I have to stir it around. There's a blue one. And there's a red.
You get that skewer off the stove that I left in there for you.
Okay, I'll try it. Try it with the skewer and see if it works. Okay, so I'm not sure if the food coloring will work, y'all. You can see this one, it worked. This one, it worked pretty good, the blue. But the red just seems to be setting at the bottom, so I'm not sure why. I'm not sure really what the difference is. I'm not sure why that one worked and the other one didn't. You can see the blue one did work somewhat. So I'm not sure how you would get the color in them. Let's see if you put blue in this, if it will do the same thing. Since blue, royal blue is my favorite color. Yeah, it's not working very well. The food coloring is just dropping to the bottom. So that doesn't really work. Not like I anticipated it would work, but you can always melt a colored candle in there too, guys. I don't know. There has to be some way to get the color in them. Or maybe you have to have some kind of dye to do it. This one came unhooked from there. Oh, maybe I should put glitter in them. There we go. Maybe put glitter in them. That'd be cool. I got some silver glitter somewhere. Unless I used it all when I was messing with Dragonfly stuff about a year ago. I may have used it all. I don't know, because I went a little overboard. But I like it. You can see this one is already pretty much set up. And what I'm going to show next is how I'm going to reuse this part of the wick, because you don't need the wick that high because the wick's going all the way down through it. So hold on 1 minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pop bottle tops just like this, and you'll have to have a two-sided. You'll have to have a two-sided. Let me slide that back. You'll still have to have your two-sided one here to attach your wick to. Can y'all see that? So you'll still need to have your two-sided, but you know, y'all, I like to recycle and repurpose. So you'll take it like that, unhook it, put it to the bottom of your jar. I don't have another jar to show you how to do it, but what I'm going to do is just say that that wick is about that big. Then you'll just go ahead and wrap it through. Come on through there before you press it down. OTWP, before you press it down. Just push it on through like so. Because you don't need the wick to be that long unless you're doing some really tall candles. But if you have leftover ones, just get a pop bottle top, go up to there, push it over like so, and then push it up, and then there's your makeshift holder. Then you would take this, hook it to the bottom of your jar, and take this other part of the sticker off. But that way, I'm thinking that in a dire situation, you could have double, which, you know, anything you can do to have extra, especially in an SHTF where you can't get stuff, this would be a great little idea. So I just thought I'd share that. I'm going to make about 6 of these today as well, using the extra wicks. And but they smell really good. These two candles here, the new ones, are caramel vanilla, and this one is lavender, and you definitely can smell it, and it turned out really nice. So looks good to me, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut these tops off and reuse them. So that's what I'm going to do. I was messing with this one, and you can see that the food coloring just sets. So, you know, it doesn't really matter to me if it's pretty or not. I mean, I'll just burn it as a candle, but this is kind of a cool effect though. So, you know, you could get that kind of thing going on too. There's a lot of different ways to do them, but that's kind of a neat effect right there. So I just thought I'd show you that one too. So I got 4 made, and I'm going to go ahead and make a dozen of these today. And then I'm going to work on some fire starters and a trapping project that I have going on. Keep on prepping. This is OTWP. Everyone have a great day. I'll see you soon.
I said I wanna leave to see the mountains. I said I really